Now, today's fly is a variation on the hare's ear gold bead, and have here a size 14 curved hook, and I have 2.5mm tungsten bead on there. And I'm going to start off using this here as Glow Bright red, Glow Bright number 3. We start off just behind the bead, hold it up short so I don't have to be cutting it with the scissors, and work my way back along and stop just there. Next thing is a tail, and in this case I'm going to use pheasant tail for the tail, and I'm going to pull out about, I suppose, 8 or 10 fibers to create the tail, and I want the tail to be approximately the same length as the body, and I tie that in there with a Glow Bright and carry the Glow Bright forward to that point there. This is going to be a little red Glow Bright tag. Now cut off the pheasant tail to just behind the bead, and now I attach this stuff here. It's uni mylar, and that's size 10. It's a little bit big, so what I do is I stretch it and make it a little thinner, particularly when I'm tying on a small fly like this. I don't want it to be too big, I want it to be thin, so I can stretch it like that. The heat in your fingers, if you can stretch it like that, make it thinner. Now tie in just there, carry it forward. Now what I do is I just do a 2-turn whip finish here. You can use your fingers like I do, or you can use your whip finishing tool. It makes no difference. I cut that off. Now I'm going to use this here. It's uni thread, black 8/0, and again just behind the bead. Start off and follow down to meet the pearly rib, as I call it. Now at this point I'm going to add this stuff here. This is hare's ear. It's a mixture of the guard hair and the under fur, and what I do is I cut off some of the under fur and I pull out some of the guard hairs, and I mix them together, and by doing this basically until I have a kind of a spiky buggy dubbing. And what I do is I pull off a piece of that and I offer it up to the thread, nice and loose, not tight. And I create a little, about approximately 2 inches long, but it's nice and loose like that. And then I catch the thread and double it over, tie it in there and follow it forward to behind the bead. Now what I do is, there's a tool for this but I just use my fingers. If you catch that and twist like that, it will trap the fibers in a kind of a loop, and then we carry it around the hook like this in touching turns to just behind the bead, turning it all the time. While I'm rotating it, I'm twisting at the same time, continuing to twist it. So I'm just behind the bead, and then I tie that off. 4 or 5 turns just secure it. And now the rib. I don't cut this off yet. I'm going to be using this very shortly. So the rib goes in the direction opposite to the dubbing. 2 turns, you might get 3, and again tie off. 4 or 5 turns to secure it. Trim the pearly rib. Now again, this remaining part here, I'm going to twist it again and wrap it here to make a collar, and we tie that off again. 4 or 5 turns again to secure it. Trim off the waist. 4-turn whip finish, and a second 4-turn whip finish for security, and that's it. A deadly fly, particularly in small sizes, which you can use whatever size you like and vary the size for your own local waters. It's absolutely brilliant for trout. That's the pearly hare's ear, I suppose you might call it.